I'll just pretend I'm correct.
I'm glad that is helping some of your career.
Yeah, when Lou, he's in
Okay,
a
manning
bit
up.
of trouble. Yeah, he wants to get the kill one way or
stick.
another. Miero does die. Toronto Tokyo dies on the other side of the world as well. The Rift is really strong with this one.
Lotus, of course, does help you a lot in a laning stage. I would assume up top that BB squad were able to get the Lotus up there, but for now, it looks like lanes are pretty chill. I say Tianming kind of going to town here.
Oh, Lou.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sticky Bomb not going to latch. So,
nice
oh, but he put him right next to him. Who has the better right-click damage is the question. The support battle! Save wins it just barely. Less than 10 HP, dies pitifully to a creep, but well worth it for him.
Yeah. No, nicely done there, and I think some of the heroes just have good value when you can counterplay.
Every hero, every core, that is.
But that was also the time in Dota 2 for a while.
Yeah, for a while, when it had MAME and whatnot.
I feel like at two different stages. Like first when they introduced the status resistance and everyone went satanic SMY.
Yeah.
As
oh no. Oh my goodness.
oh shit.
Faith Beyond. Oh dear, that is very sad. Who is going to get the last hit? It is Nightfall. My goodness.
Oh no.
I mean, Morph is already going to get the Manta at some point.
I think Orchid is interesting, as FY probably not so happy about what's going on.
Yep, he did.
Gives up a little free kill. Yeah, I think it's Witchblade or Orchid. I guess it depends a little bit on how AZURE are expecting like the next minutes to go.
You kind of do have to worry about getting hit if you want the full regen aspect, but it's tough to say. As we're going to see, speaking of which, Storm zips in. GPK is going to hold the techies in place as save. He's being quite a lot of pressure from Ori. That's going to be an easy cleanup. Still a lot of mana to go. He gets the haste rune as well, and that means likely BETBOOM are going to have to back away.
The pull didn't go off, and then he wasn't fully sure if he wanted to chase. And so it looks like BETBOOM are going for the secure your king smoke as Bach.
Faith Beyond, Searing Chains there. A nice hoodwink stun, but you can see the numbers on the side of BETBOOM. Faith Beyond is donezo.
Yep. As there is a stolen shockwave now on save as well. Generally, when you play against Magnus, you...
Heading towards the north side, we can see that there is Lou in the area. They spot him, uses the pounce to get to the other side, but the Searing Chains is there. Does have his ult, so Shadow Dance gives him a little bit of time. Turns into the little piggy as well, but he gets lifted up and destroyed. Miero takes credit of that with the crush. So a nice big kill for BETBOOM, and so they know that for a fact this is happening.
Will they surprise them?
Yeah. Well, you can see, Techies are going to spot things out. Sleight of Fist onto a couple of heroes. Sharpshooter coming from FY as well. Will connect onto the Enchantress, but a lot of whiffed spells overall. As you can see, Ori is already extremely low. He is getting destroyed by that Pine Cone.
That's one.
And just like that, they're going to lose their techies, and now the rest of AZURE on the run. Ori should have enough mana to get away. Faith Beyond getting caught out. This is not good for AZURE, and I believe BETBOOM can now just go back, casually finish off the old Roche.
Yeah, I think the only way you could... they're not done yet. GPK, Chains.
Searing Chains, Fade Bolt, it's enough. Very greedy play from Ori.
Open, get some items on your Slark, as they're looking to fight back. A save with the stolen Shadow Dance.
That's a pretty decent one.
Yeah.
It's not gonna matter though, it seems. So AZURE gets something out of it, but it's not much.
So it looks like GPK, there's a difference between we're going there as 5 to fight them, or we're going as 2, and if we surprise them, it's good, which I feel like is what they were hoping for. But BETBOOM, we're kind of ready. Mid lane, Blink stun,
Crush,
FY.
Miero, Bash, goodbye.
See you later.
FY. AZURE trying to stay in this game.
Yep.
And remember, both sides relatively safe to continue on in the tournament. But you never know. Seen some crazier things. Lou applying some pressure to Toronto Tokyo. Already has his heal going off, but gonna try to turn this around on the Slark instead. He has to pop his Shadow Dance. Nightfall on the other side. Now that he's visible, there's a wave from turns into a piggy. Will be enough to skitter away. As GPK and company surrounding the techies brings that one down easily. Now Ori very deep in. Pounce is going to connect onto the Ember Spirit, getting whipped as well. Actually will be enough. No, he actually gets up the Sleight of Fish to give him a little bit of extra time, but he does drop in the end. Skewers basically cancel his Faith Beyond with the RP only onto one, but it is the Morphling. They can get this. This will be pretty valuable. That is the Aegis. So life number 1
They need to be a bit
All this has
careful.
cost them is a Techie's buyback so far.
There's a stolen RP on save, but they see him.
Yeah, he actually uses it onto the Storm Spirit, and there's a
Miero,
reinitiation from Miero. They destroy Ori, but will it cost them? This is a lot of stacks onto Lu right now. Dark Pacting as well, but
it's done.
It gets crushed from the high ground.
Any defusals?
And there's the defusal inhibit
Uh-oh.
activated from Lu. And that evens up the game, basically, in terms of just pure net worth.
Win prob?
Yeah. As we have a smoke here from BETBOOM.
Yes, we
Didn't
can.
always say the team names
On
in
the top
background?
left?
No, in the background.
Okay, the
In huge letters.
The background I'm not sure, as Tianming is dead.
That's not important. Let's discuss this.
I don't know. They removed it from Silver Edge. It's just, I think, a little more awkward for a lot of carries to end up getting a crit unless, well, you build Daedalus.
Techies.
Tianming,
Has the
see ya
reactive
later,
taser
nerd.
coming off, I believe. Not going to matter, though. Down he goes.
And note that, my friends, if you play Techies in this situation, don't play Caster, please get ready.
Yeah, I guess we can start talking about this instead of the Tormentors, as the smokes will dissipate. Toronto Tokyo showing himself. Azure a little bit too scared, so we can get back on that Tormentor train right now if we want to talk about it a little bit more before we get into this fight right here.
There's a ward.
Yeah, ward is placed, Lu. Oh, the Conda is done for Nightfall.
He does see GPK back there with the night vision, of course.
Conda ready.
Oh,
Faith
skewer out.
Beyond, skewer onto Toronto Tokyo. That should be an easy kill, potentially.
Or
Especially with that Conda coming in as well. Toronto Tokyo staying alive somehow. Save is the first to fall, though, as now Bach and company have already used their BKB's RP. Just on the Ember Spirit, but well worth it. Down goes GPK, and finally Toronto Tokyo follows suit, but that's a double buyback on both supports of BETBOOM. There's a silence right now onto Miero. The Slaughter is dead. Azure winning this fight handily. Nightfall with his Conda can't do much. Good impetus, but a Gleipnir onto 2. Nightfall turns into Slark temporarily. He's going to get pounced, though. And now Lu continuing to right-click on him. A lot of Essence Shift stacks on him right now as Nightfall stuck to the trees.
Ooh.
He is dead. Lu stays alive.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they're going to lose one, though. That is just the Techies. It's Toronto Tokyo trying to save face, but that's going to be a dieback for him and save a double dieback.
Uh-oh.
7 dead for BETBOOM
That's
as Azure destroy them.
Like, they're fully in control. Grasp, I don't know. I feel like you're wishy-washy.
Grasp is like, yeah, okay. It's a little looser.
Yeah. Little loosey-goosey as save.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
And we're getting to a point of the game now that these kills, especially on these supports, will be very quick.
I feel like Ori doesn't need... He jumps in with the Parasma, hits him, pulls, drops one little...
So you didn't mention there's a Parasma.
Why didn't I?
Parasma!
Yeah, doesn't look like it. It's a lot easier for Azure to like take the fights that they want, right? At nighttime, they're gonna have Slark Vision, but most importantly, their initiation is like very crisp. Storm jumps in, pulls, or RP, heavy lockdown. Where for BETBOOM, it's a lot more casual.
Faith Beyond has to use his BKB, gets bashed up, though. Skewer is there as well, trying to get the RP down, but they have to stun to start out onto Miero. Techies gets the blast off, and finally they'll get the kill, but it is a 2-for-1 to start in favor of BETBOOM. Lu already with the Shadow Dance, he's gonna get skewered to the other side. That's the Aegis down. Can they fight some more? BETBOOM surrounding the Slark, is getting destroyed, but Lu, that might be the Death Shroud. Indeed it is. Tries to pounce away now. With that Aghanim Scepter, should be good to go. Apt of you to say that.
I don't know what the word means.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, we're teaching you a little extra vocabulary today. What was the other word?
Amalgamation.
Yeah.
They're amalgamating right now.
They are amalgamating right now. That's perfectly used. Well done.
You're welcome.
The School of Suns fan is
Esports University, top 1%.
Lu. Applying some pressure to Toronto Tokyo. He's going to zip them, but actually go to the high ground. He's just dead right off the bat. RP only onto 1. It's the Morphling. Still pretty healthy, but the zip in from Ori is enough. Down goes Nightfall. Miero completely surrounded. The sharpshooter hits him right in the ass. That hurts. That's 3 dead for BETBOOM as GPK pounced on, uses the Yules, but surrounded and destroyed again. 4 for nothing. This is on the doorstep of their base, so Azure will continue.
They do buy back the Ember, but that's not... Either has to be more careful, or he has to build a shard, so that when he does get RP that he can morph, because he didn't deal any damage in that fight.
Oh, if they can get the Ember again, this would be a dieback.
Nice
skewered out. The Shadow Dance still active. Gets stunned for the time being. This could be a huge kill for BETBOOM. Indeed it is. So Slark punished, but they do lose their entire set of racks in the mid lane, and it cost them a buyback and Nightfall.
Should. I'm not fully sure. Well, at least the magic part.
Whoa, Aghanim Scepter on Hoodwink. Oh my goodness.
Good. I thought something.
That is very sexy. Isn't that the sharpshooter fake out thing?
Yeah, it is.
That's terrific as Lou. He's gonna find Miero, gets the double pounce on him. The zip in is pretty deep from Ori. Some damage being applied from Toronto Tokyo in the meantime, but they lose the Slardar right off the bat, and Nightfall is dead again. And that's essentially a dieback for him as the RP actually finds the Ember. I believe he was TPing in the tree line. Blast off gonna be dodged, but GPK completely surrounded.
He's a goner. Another Yules. Yule him again.
Keeps him alive just a little bit longer. Skewered away and dead. 4 dead for BETBOOM, and we're not gonna be able to see the FY Ags. And now they're in the base. And this should be a GG, indeed it is. Toronto Tokyo calls it. So game 1 goes the way of AZURE, and OG fans rooting for AZURE now officially.
Yep. I would say AZURE played well. Their laning stage was not great. They were down quite a lot of gold. Doing a very good job so far, as we've got the first blood.
Yep. And that's going to be taken for Nightfall on the anti-mage. Yeah, I know, but that's when it's going to get reflected.
Okay, but I'm saying he will not reflect it.
Oh, even the range form.
As Tianming brought down in an arm wrestle match by the Hawk.
How do you like the Hawks? Faceless Rex, I believe is the name. Very important.
Nice. And, well, Bach now in this lane, he has double Bracer, double Level and Dragon Blood down bottom, save. Another kill on the Void.
Yeah, Impale follows. Lion now in quite a bit of trouble.
There's the root, Jackie Chan Hawk.
Hawk root comes through. One more axes, but he pops the wand to stay alive. Yeah, losing the Void.
Here, I think it's very easy for DK. He can stay alone, and he can try to offset this bottom lane pressure. If they were to get a kill down here, it would change the Beastmaster's game quite a lot.
Yeah, applying a lot of pressure to the Beastmaster, looks like, and Miero will fall. Something we didn't really mention is the, not that it mattered in this situation, but FY on that Grimstroke. The silence against Timbersaw. One
be a change for the future. As when you do play Bad Rider, you want to get a few creeps every now and then. So I like Toronto Tokyo, backs off, does that. FY in mid.
Yeah, that's a very long tongue from save. FY, one more right click will do it. GPK gets it, but he's taking a ton of damage from Ori. Timber chains to safety, but you can see Ori just kills his prey through save, and now he's going to get the second one as well.
He's healing.
He is, but can you do that again?
I'll do it when he shackles, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
We won't over.
Those are always pretty hyped to watch.
They are. As Tianming, this happens a lot in AZURE games, I'm not gonna lie. I think Tianming might have one of the fastest level 6 timings on average as a +5, as the finger is available.
It's ready for the pluck-in as Miero gets caught out. Silent, stunned, another stun with Inkswell on the way. And Finger should do the job.
Skadoosh. Any fingers?
Oh, actually the roar goes off onto the Void, not wanting the Chronosphere, but the Chronosphere is now reserved for the Shadow Shaman. Toronto Tokyo's in the area though, with a double boar setup.
The boars are still here, baby.
Yeah, looks like the Lion is gonna get dropped. Lou has Time Walk, so should be okay.
Level 6 up top. They rotate him. Even Low is going up top. Looks like he doesn't want to stay down bottom. Save coming up top.
Yeah,
good stun.
Starts things out. Hex to follow. Save is here, though, trying to save his teammates. No. Oh, my goodness. The burst damage onto Lou is way too much. BETBOOM end up... Oh, okay, they get the double impale, but you would think that they should be able to pick up the Lion as well. Indeed, they do. The double kill for GPK. Great rotation. Punishes the aggression from AZURE.
I kind of respect the play, but I think they did not execute that properly. There was quite a bit of staggering off the stuns. Of course, when you're against aim, you need to lay those, as another return kill onto Bach. Very nicely done by the BB squad.
Battle Fury will be the choice for Nightfall, no big surprise.
Timing, high level, Dominator, and I like this move from BETBOOM. See, F4 here might be on the receiving end.
Yes, he is. Silence comes out pretty fast, but Toronto Tokyo is going to get some help from Save. There, oh yeah, that's nice.
There it is.
There it is. Oh, boy,
pretty long shackle.
You give me some tingles today.
Very nice.
And the tier resources to defend this. Looks like it might just be given up, but they are smoked up. Looks like they're headed towards the enemy triangle potentially from the BETBOOM squad or BETBOOM side. And Ori would be a huge pickup. A beautiful silence from FY, gets the Soulbind off as well, but yeah, the Hex onto Ori deletes one, going for the second, but he's gonna get stunned up and bursted down eventually, so BETBOOM get what they came for, but the Chrono from Lou comes through onto two heroes, but he's taking a decent amount of damage. Might just have to back away as GPK is way too tanky. So 2 for 2.
Uh-oh.
It's not quite over yet. Chakram slows down the Grim, and FY takes a tumble. GPK.
Oh, you set up into the centaur.
Yep, hoof stomp. You can see Lion trying to help out, but this is just way too much damage. And of course the Chakram, a very good tool to get rid of the refraction charges. And now the tier 1 mid is taken for BETBOOM. They spot the Lion. They have the ward there, but
I think they have PTSD from the last game.
They're gonna let him
JK.
Toronto Tokyo. Can't get the lasso off again, but it's not gonna matter. Lion is a sacrificial creature for AZURE as the tier 2 tower now taken.
Yeah, and they're understanding their heroes very well, of course.
Enough time for AZURE to actually finish Roche. It's gonna be pretty close. It's not the fastest, despite having the Deso.
I think it will turn into a
they're
fight.
all going through regardless. Yeah, this will be a fight.
Let's look up top. All right, save dead already.
Dead to Ori.
Oh.
Soulbind onto 2. Dragonite already pretty low as Lu gets off the Chronosphere, but it's on 2. They're doing a ton of damage through it, and BETBOOM have TP'd into disaster. It was a trap all along.
Oh god, what a humongous throw. Oh my god. I mean, AZURE will happily do that. They're just...
AZURE take advantage of the space, and...
I mean, they did everything correct, but like getting... Like now, if we think back about this tier 3 tower, does it now matter if this tier 3 is at 20% or 100%? It makes no difference. All you had to think about was Roche, but either way, of course, shit does happen sometimes.
Roar starts it out here. Stomp onto 2 is Ori, actually stuck in a very precarious spot, doing a decent amount of damage though. He takes out the Beastmaster, as Save and company will rip apart the Lion. So 2 for 1 to start things out. Still 2 supports for a core. AZURE kind of be okay with this. You're kind of ready to fight. Are you saying after?
I think with Manta, you're more open to like look. You know, like you're not hard committing.
Maybe he'll fight as AZURE find a Timber Saw, and they will take it. They will claim another kill for themselves, basically even in net worth.
Well, I think if the
smoke from AZURE,
I believe that Toronto may have spotted that smoke, which is why they're all just splitting on the map.
But they saw the Triceratops, so Miero will take a Chronosphere. Not the greatest placement, as Lu traps his teammate inside, but it matters not.
Triceratops.
Not as far as you think.
Toronto, my Tokyo, looking around.
Toronto, Tokyo, loves Tokyo. I've never been to Toronto before. As FY bursted. Okay, it's a little more delayed than I thought it would be. If you get a shard that works with multiple abilities, it's like getting extra value out of it.
They're in a ward right now. Could be important.
Okay, lasso. I hear it. It's there somewhere.
It happened.
Gonna be able to kill on the Lion. Nightfall gets credit for that one. Lu with the Chronosphere. Actually, the AM walks into it. They're gonna be able to take out the Rasta though. Trying to get the illusions, but you can see the roar applied to the void. He is dead. And Nightfall, credit for that one, is now FY and company on the run. So BETBOOM showing some life again. And now that Roche is up, we'll see.
The longer
Roche
AR,
half HP.
AR want to play for time, right? The more they can delay this chrono cooldown. Whereas BETBOOM, they want to be the ones to strike in. There's a Hex.
Yeah, GPK gets off the Shivas. Instant Hex though.
They got FY, that's
GPK, FY is already dead. Cannot get back into the game. Yep, Lowe's in a lot of trouble. Gets roared and bursted as well. And just like that, 2 dead for AZURE. And the rest will just have to retreat. Bach might not be so lucky. Faith Beyond getting drained of his mana, getting drained of his soul. Getting tipped is Nightfall. 3 dead for AZURE. BETBOOM. I actually thought AZURE were going to be ready for that one.
If you're AZURE, I don't think you can fight until your Void has an MKB and the level 20 talent with the attack speed. So right now it's all on BETBOOM to play forward, which they are.
Nightfall going in deep. Mana Void does a decent amount of damage. FY's dead, buys back instantly. There's the Chrono though, onto 2. Everything on the AM, that's the Aegis. So life number 1 down. Soulbind will end up connecting onto 2. Actually, the BKB comes out first.
Okay.
Lu and company stuck inside the wards, and now Lu roared up. Do they have enough damage? No. Time walks with that BKB out. Miero limping away from the high ground. As the Finger of Death destroys one, but the Lion dies shortly after, so it's a 1 for 1 there. And now Lu getting hexed up. He's getting really low, bursted down by GPK and the Timber Chain.
Ori's dying too.
And Ori dead as well. Tons of buybacks coming through for AZURE despite not having the Chronosphere up. Lu wants to get something out of this. Dragon Tail from Faith Beyond onto the Timber. Wants the high five, not reciprocating quite yet. Impale follows. They should have enough damage eventually and enough chase at the very least to get this kill. So they get 3 kills. Cost them several buybacks. He used his shield 8 times that fight.
That's... Wait, what shield?
Nightfall.
No. I mean, it's an incredible game for it.
Yeah, using it again and gets the kill. Lead for BETBOOM. Obviously don't have the Aegis any longer. Is Ori getting a freebie? But is it actually a freebie? Nightfall. Does he actually want to continue here? Inkswell is going to dissuade him.
Collecting the spell shield. He's TPing top. Toronto does have a ward on FY.
Yep, lasso initiation. That's going to be a freebie.
Yep. Still, AZURE have not pushed into yet. Oh, they could get FY again.
Yep, they could. Bach pops his ult. They're going to run into him. Yeah, the illusions are what they find initially. Soulbind onto the illusion and the Timber Saw. Yeah, FY into the trees he goes. Dragon Knight continue to chase Nightfall. Inkswell will stun him initially. Lu looking for the Chronosphere. It will be on the solo AM, but so much evasion. Really hard to get this kill. Nightfall gets bashed at the last moment and drops as a result. They lose their Ross, who buys back in the game, and the only one that has been killed on the AZURE side is the Grim, as a Finger of Death destroys Toronto Tokyo. The last fortification for quite a while, BETBOOM side. Hex comes out, initiation, Ori, really want to find GPK, has to pop the BKB,
double chrono.
But the double chrono, that is a dead Timber Saw. Looks like Beastmaster's next as well. Only 1 buyback though to come out, so no Timber for quite a while. Can they get Nightfall is the question. Another bash comes out from Lu, but now going to turn the sights to Miero again. He just bought back, so it has to be very careful. Faith Beyond focusing on AM, forcing him out completely, but they are able to burst him down in the end as GGs are called. AZURE take it 2-0. G still alive.
I mean, they must be